Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 Part 45. Part 44 on the last video, since I have participated in the World Touring Car 700 Championship for the Group 4 category. It turns out to become faster and much more challenging by choosing one Group 4 race car for only 3 rounds in one event. It turns out to become much more clear and excellent ever since by having one part by having a further interruption. But not to mention because skipping part for only 2 or 3 seconds is always meant to be happen as always. Before I begin recording the message, because I want to make sure you guys, because I've been working so hard since Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup, Porsche Esports Challenge USA, and also for Season 2 of the 2022 Gran Turismo World Series, Nations Cup, and Manufacturers Cup. I had to make sure to work hard and get everything to be prepared for having a major lineup by every one video per upload. Now let's go in to be on the GT Cafe and take on menu book number 37, Collection Groupie Rally Cars. Talk about having a perfect time to go for having a rally racing for only 3 rounds to get these 3 kinds of rally cars. The Pescia 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2 1986, Audi Sport Quattro S1 Pikes Peak 87, and the Ford Focus Group B rally car. One prize reward is going to be a roulette ticket. One prize reward is going to be a roulette ticket. Now let's go and take on for having 3 events to get these 3 rally cars for only 2 classic and a modern. This menu requires you to collect Group B cars, which are designed for use on all sorts of driving surfaces. In other words, you're looking for high performance, versatile race cars that can also go off-road. I'll tell you more once you acquire all 3. Good luck. That's right. Looks like we're about to go rally racing for doing this part of the next video, viewers. After having some long weeks and delays until moving on from August, and now we're currently in September. But talk about filling out with some roulette ticket for only a single day by every day is going to have to do some more lineup to have everything what I need to do. But talking about doing some Group B rally car collection after World Touring Car 700 is complete. Let's get ready to go to the world circuits and take on for having best locations on 2 European racetracks and 1 American to be located. But talk about doing some highlighted to be on the compass. Let's go to Europe for having a first start to be in race number 1 of 3. Alright, Outstage Village is now going to be located for having a 2016 Ford Focus Group B rally car. Third one is now going to be check-in. And also to have the first one will be taking place to be at Sardegna Windmills. Starting out to have that Pescia 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2 86 will be the first one to go enter. So let's learn more of the details about the World Rally Challenge. Race your rally car on this thrilling course to see who is the best of the best. A performance point restricted event. 5 laps around the track. Talk about having a piece of cake. We'll have to go with the dirt racing compound tires will be eligible to participate. Time to choose to have my Subaru WRX Group B rally car with UDRS in Sportec will be ready to take on for having a most fine rally race of all time. But talking about doing some requirement on performance point base, 700 or less might be quite very good enough to be entered, but exactly to be at 577.53 performance points. Alrighty then, so let's see how the details might have to go adjusted. But talking about doing some increased performance point might be needed to have a turbocharge as well. But almost forgot having one other thing before the start of the first event as a preparation. Gonna have to go to the tuning shop and gonna have to choose any kinds of specific turbocharge kit whenever I might need to have. Okay, go semi-racing, purchasing on the high and medium RPM turbocharger. I'll have to give this for having an extra upgrade. Will might give it a boost. There we go, all set. Now, other kinds of certain parts whenever I might need to be in case. Okay, so just the turbocharge what I need to do. That's how I might have to give something a more extra boost. Now let's go and take on to be on the first race, to be on the World Rally Challenge, to be progressive, to be on the GT Cafe. So it's gonna have to turn out to do some off-road racing strategy ever since to be unlocked on Sardinia Windmills and Fisherman's Ranch. Two of the latest racetrack from Gran Turismo Sport to be part to have a Groupie category to take on for doing some new skills and obstacles whenever it takes to be racing throughout the Nations Cup. So let's get it on and enter to have that different price earnings to go up onto 65,000 credits. But also to have one extra thing to do some farming work, but talk about doing a perfect time moment to be racing in Fisherman's Ranch. For this part of the segment, it's all about doing the main topic with rally cars. We'll have to go for the action. But talk about getting two classic Groupie rally cars are becoming much more iconic ever since to be on the late 70s. But here we are right now, you guys. Sardinia Windmills to be on the dirt track. Outskirts located away from the road track. Now we have Carlo and Paganette arrive in the interaction. The NSX rally spec is quite unusual, but it's a really cool car. It sure does, Paolo Gallo. It sure does, putting up to have the NSX to be labeled to be on the Group B rally car compared to the Group 4 and Group 3 versions. But not to mention, the GT5 version is very much more compared to become advanced racing version on the tarmac circuit. Now for Pagadette. This Pescia 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2 is based on the Pescia 205. It's actually the first car I ever bought. It really holds a lot of memories for me. It sure does, Paganette. The 205 is really good just for you. Now let's get it on and do a quick reminder sound to be needed to have a BGM will be turned on. Alright, so let's get it on and go off-road racing. Something might have to go well competitive to be keep on racing to stay clean on the dirt track. So let's go, pace up, and 12 drivers to be on the grid standings. There we go. Looks like Ed Pagadette is now in position 10. Gonna have to be very more politely and gentle on him. He sure does, driving that best classic Group B rally car from the 80s. Push it up and go for the main pace. Paolo Gallo is now gonna have to take the next turn towards the end of Sector 2. Coming in. And gonna have to do some acceleration push by the maintain pace. Watch yourself because the elevation is gonna be very tricky ever since we raced from the touring car events. Okay, let's slow down and let the RC said Group B rally car will have to do the uphill by the S's. Make that push. And here's Jay Wong in position 6 in the same Subaru WRX Group B rally car. So how am I doing ever since 6 months playing Gran Turismo 7? Well, same goes to every Gran Turismo players ever since from day 1 from March 4th this year. But I know it's been doing so much ever since I've been filling out with some replay by having a lot of major paperwork, and also to have some full walkthrough videos is going to have to do some planning and preparation ever since doing the live summon from the crew too. But there's also to have one other video besides racing. But this is going to be the first part of the video since I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Well, of course, it's going to be doing my first time ever since I watched the anime. 49 episodes from Netflix in season 1, but it's still there because I should probably might have to learn more about these different kinds of cards, strategy, spell, and trap cards. But of course, because being a beginner duelist is all about learning the ropes to have all kinds of different kinds of monsters by the fusion, exceeds, synchro, and other kinds of different type of monsters like ritual and the pendulum. But of course, the link summon is very much more connection that might have different kinds of monsters from Yu-Gi-Oh! V-Rains. Alright, just gonna have to keep driving ever since I've been working so hard for my video development, ever since to do some planning and ideas just for myself. So moving on and take the dirt lap, gonna have to keep trying and stay on in position number 3. Okay, Jeep Magano in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Group B rally car is in, and Asus Willow in position number 1. It's Nissan versus Mitsubishi versus Subaru to take the battle in first place. Let's make the push and go well proceed to be making a one last focus until the next turn comes in. Okay, watch out for the contact. Gonna have to stay on it and press on to be in the third sector. Take that jump and go well steady up by the elevation on the mid-air speed. Alright, there you go. Just gonna have to go and slow it down. Take that hard left and go for the hard right. Okay, turn clear. Always being an expert ever since the final round from Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup for the GR Yaris RC High Performance First Edition. Lap number 4, here I go and keep up the pressure by doing the handling skill set. Okay, keep it together, so gonna have to keep it much more proper, clear position ever since by loosening up and going safely by doing that most fine, proper, steady direction. Alright, that's more like it. Just gonna have to go and stay steady to be on the main corner by every third trail. But talking about doing some fine exact difference to be racing on the rallycross track. But I should try Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya to be in the rallycross track. It's still available as part of the August 2022 update. First time I ever try it out, and this is gonna have to do some more fine racing techniques to be on the dirt and tarmac mixed together for having a very good first ever racetrack to be going in for the Groupie rally cars. And also to have different kinds of road cars depends on different all-wheel drive. Coming in to take the final sector, take 2 jumps, and better have to watch it because doing a low rollover is not going to be necessary. Okay, my fastest lap time is 1 minute 21.997 seconds. Alright, keep grinding in and stay steady because it'll have to take much more fine practice in rally racing before moving on in Fisherman's Wrench in race number 2. Okay, keep it steady and going late braking. Alright, so this time I should rather do and use the low RPM turbocharge. We'll be doing much more fine better to keep it well balancing performance. Alright, there we go. Almost there to be at the end of the third sector before doing the final stretch. Perfect mid-air jump. Finish line is right on time. And that's how doing the most proper advanced racing skills to be on the rally track, always gonna have to try and stay focused while facing the opponents in the later future during the competition in sport mode. But I already did everything I could because it's very challenging and go extreme. Here for the final standings in lap number 5, I just took 1 minute 19.592 seconds in a total time of 6 minutes 55.996 seconds. So here comes the main outcome because 97,500 credits to be adding up onto the clean race bonus. Good job, and gonna have to get back to square one to be filling out onto 1 million credits all over again. After reaching up onto car collector level 50, the first car in the rally car vehicles collection is now listed and acquired to get the Pescia 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2 1986. Added up and registered to be on the car index without being brought from the legend car dealership. 1100 points, that should be quite very good enough. And hello, great Groupie classic car to become a fully premium car. Much more fine and iconic. Quick moment to be on the thumbnail image, so that should be very good to have that replay to be saved as well. One rally race down, 2 to go. Just like doing a perfect place to start out to have an under an hour video segment, but it takes longer delays for doing a patient time. But the waiting game is about to begin, so I know my YouTube channel is going to have to do some more subscribers because many people are really missing out to have new videos just to be doing the lost time. Next up in race number 2, Fisherman's Ranch for the World Rally Challenge will have to take on for only 2 laps. First place will have to get the Audi S1 Quattro Pikes Peak Edition. Is going to have to do some more fine proper tricky position to go elevation by the uphill and downhill. But talk about doing a piece of cake to do some same earnings in 65,000 credits in first place. But there's no need to change any Groupie rally cars. We'll have to do some eligibility because any kinds of performance part will have to do some high speed and well adjusted to be using with a power restrictor will have to go decrease the performance. Alright, looks like Tapai and Willow is here for the interaction for the second time in this part of the video. When I was a child, my father took me to see the RAC rally. I think that's my first car related memory. I'll try and channel the excitement of that day when I race. I hope Willow is really gonna enjoy having a best time to be racing in Fisherman's Ranch. Now for Tapai. This may be a rally, but I'm still picking a Mustang. Good choice. Looks like Tapai really go for the Ford Mustang Groupie rally car. Now let's go to the settings and give that proper settings to do some on the restrictor. Time to go down and make it on to 651 horsepower. Alright, that should do it. Calculations check and let's proceed. Alright, so it's gonna get much more funner and excited to be starting out to be on the forward direction. Let's kick it up and go to the dirt for race number 2. Alright, our Kevelham is going in to take position number 11 at the start. Gonna have to go increase the pace. Make way for Team UDRS in Sportec. We'll have to go focus in the win. Okay, gonna have to make sure to be very more careful because all I can see is the Audi Sport Quattro S1 Pikes Peak is going misdirection to be on the clear spot after taking the mid-air jump. Going up and overtake Battleio Gallo in the Honda NSX Groupie rally car. Give him some space. Going in, and here's Jay Wong, position 8 in the same Subaru WRX Groupie rally car. Okay, here comes the next jump. Watch it and stay focused to be well stationary. It's been so long since I've been racing around in Fisherman's Ranch, but talking about doing some grass around the track, I had to keep an eye out because many racers will have to stay focused to be on a dirt route. Okay, B batter is in position 7, going down, and gonna have to step it up onto the brake zone earlier and quickly. Now here comes the most excellent part yet, going maintain and push up to be on the curb straightaway. But better watch yourself because it's going to get much more very dangerous to be on the exercise caution. Alright, that should do it. Gonna have to stay on track and make some room for the Pesciot RCZ Group B. That's the ticket. Next up, Asus Willow Nissan GTR Group B rally car. Okay, patient time. Now doing the best part. Oh yeah, airborne jump and going for having a spun out. Whoa, didn't see that coming. I didn't notice I just took that stunt. But yeah, I just really don't want to do that again after doing a 100% perfect soft landing. But I mean, it's so daring and extreme when driving a Group B rally car to be on the longest track in the world for rally racing. But of course, because Fisherman's Ranch is also to be set and located in Arizona. But exactly correction indeed, Fisherman's Ranch is set to be located in Arizona. Now coming in towards the end of the first lap, here comes the final lap in number 2, folks. Give some more spare space, closing in onto the gap. 3 cars to go remaining. And Pakadat is now going to have to step up and keep going by the ropes. There we go. Gonna have to keep it much more directional when doing airborne jump. Solid fine work. And here is A Tapai in the Ford Mustang, you guys. He's going in to take on the Hyundai Genesis Group B rally car. Come on, let's push it up and go uphill. Yeah, that's how the rally car it goes. Talk about doing some stunt racing performance to be on the dirt. Okay, here comes the next sector. Gonna have to do this much more properly. And here is the sunset. So beautiful and luminous to have that nice realistic graphics to become much more brighter to be enhanced. Maybe I could probably have to stare at the sunset whenever I can see. Headlights turns on. Gonna have to take the next turn and go for doing a gauntlet straightaway. Keep it going. Now gonna have to do a maintain pace, doing one jump at a time, so gonna have to be much more precisely careful. Okay, keep going hard left. Do as a dirt racing experts ever since to be part of International B and A. Fastest lap time I just took for only a few minutes ago after lap number 1 ends. 3 minutes 27.806 seconds. Alright, now gonna have to try this again, and perfect clear without having a spin out. Not bad, not bad at all. Time to step up and do the S-turns by the hairpins. Gonna have to go for the super pace of the UDRS in Sportec driving style. Rally racing, airborne, straightaway, touchdown. Now for the final corner to take the final stretch. Going extreme and take that push to be on the high speed reveration. We'll have to do the finish line, and there you go. Mostly we're doing a perfect clean race while mastering Fisherman's French without any mistakes and spin out, for instance, that we might have to go expert at it. But talking about doing the most intense jump ever yet to be will proceed to take that risk, but spin out is doing much more fine okay anyway. Now for the standings in race number 2, 3 minutes 16.393 seconds at the end of lap number 2 is going to be on the new record time. Total time is 6 minutes 44.199 seconds. Alright, that should do it much more good, and successful to be stay in one piece by having a clean race bonus for only the same price credit. I'll have to take that. And putting up to have 400,000 credits to be in range with 61,261 credits. And also to have the Audi Sport S1 Quattro Pikes Peak Edition is now acquired to be on the cart list number 2. Registered to be on the cart index, and that might have collector points is 2,150. Very good, and doing some fine instant replay after this. So this one might have the very good excellent thumbnail image. Just hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry for the short delay. Now I'm gonna have to save a second replay for World Rally Challenge as well. After taking 2 dirt courses, but now also to have some optional ways we'll have to take on for doing a tarmac, we'll have to do the first step and gonna have to be prepared for having a rallycross racing event. Let's go back to Europe after we've been participate from race number 1 at Sardinia Windmills. Up to outstage for race number 3 in World Rally Challenge to get the Ford Focus Groupie rally car. 3 laps as always, and now we're about to get prepared to choose any kinds of racing compound tires for every Gran Turismo players to pick whenever they want. Gonna have to go quick preparation and grab some medium and soft racing tires. Car settings, and gonna have to do perfectly to be used up onto the medium compound tires. Good to go. And still to be well used on the medium RPM turbo kit is still installed for my WRX Groupie rally car for Team UDRS in Sportec. Alright, so just give me 1 second to get my eyes to be rubbed out. I'm all set and good to go. Now for Caboham and Wong, we're doing a next interaction after race number 2 end. So looks like Caboham has something else to say. My rally car's also a Toyota 86. I hope I can keep driving 86 forever. And for Wong, the first car I ever drove after getting my license was a Subaru. And I'll be doing my best to win this rally in 1. Good for you, Wong. Good for you, and I hope Mikhail Hisao will be very proud of you to be driving with Team Subaru. It's gonna get much more excited to be racing on the tarmac besides on the dirt. Groupie rally cars did a very good fine effort to be racing on the road. So let's see how the racing compound tires will go for the challenge and take on to be in the final stage. Alright, looks like I got this in the bag, you guys. Just gonna have to go clean racing, just to be as always. Now gonna have to be much more maintain exact pace. Take place to be on late afternoon or evening. Let's switch it up and go to the right side to proceed to the next turn. Pull the brake, hold it in, and do that all-wheel drive recovery. So after part 45 is complete, I could probably continue on to do the next video by using the same rally car. We'll have to do the final chances to see how experts will have to go for having a one-on-one showdown. But talk about doing some most racing moments when you participate in a World Rally Challenge for only 12 racers. But it turns out to become much more rally racing to go intermediate and expert to go at it. I could probably have to do this all day on every 3 courses by only 1 event. Now we're doing the next car. Asus Willow in the Nissan GTR Groupie rally car is dropping down onto 7th place by Team Insportec. Down the road I go and press on to be on the brake zone to take the final turn. Close call. Now going in to take lap number 2. So viewers, this time condition when racing in Osage Village is going to be starting out to be on evening and then going forward to be on the twilight before nighttime comes. The headlights are being turned on automatically, and let's see how rally cars will have to go for the action in nighttime. So I had to keep on the lookout for Peugeot RCZ and Hyundai Genesis Groupie rally car, while B-Batter is now in position 2. Going in and press on to be entered to be at the next corner at the right. That's the spirit. Always proven to become as a Groupie racer on the road. Just like last time back from Season 1 from the Nations Cup to be on a test course in the same location. Climbing is going to be very challenging and more grueling to take on with epic Gran Turismo players to be on the same Subaru WRX Groupie rally car. But I almost barely had the chance to stay on focus to be entered to be in the top 3 position. That's how doing the hard racing to be on a short track is going to have to do some fine risks to be mastered on the elevation corner by doing a downhill session. Now we're going to have to take that one last push and overtake T. Kato in the Audi Sport S1 Pikes Peak. Sorry about that, I just got a little bit much more focusing to be on the track rather than having the known cars to be seen. Nighttime arrives and here I go, press on to be in the final lap, viewers. It all comes down to this and doing first place to be in the lead. And here comes the fireworks. Oh yeah, talk about having a midsummer festival. We'll go for the celebration. It's gonna be so beautiful and turns out to have a nice moment to be in Gran Turismo 7. Keep having the fireworks. The race is always about having a lot of fun for the competition. So luminous and beautiful. Okay, looks like my fastest lap time is 2 minutes 3.104 seconds. I still got this to go faster and keep on racing to stay clean. Here comes the next turn. Stay right on the focus. The headlights are always being turned on when nighttime enters. Final sector, you guys. Here I go, and the third car will be required after the menu book is complete. Slow down, going up the hill, and watch the fireworks before going down onto the hill to proceed to take the next turn and final. One last stretch, and the finish line is acquired for Team Insportec. Good race. Good race for myself, and way to keep up to master the night. So very good for tonight's race to be on the World Rally Challenge, folks. Third round times the charm, and first place in lap number 3 in 2 minutes with a decimal of 0.574 seconds. Total time is 6 minutes, 9.447 seconds. All in the day's work, and doing 3 rounds is complete to be using for the same car. Alright, looks like average credit is going to have to be received in 90,000 credits. But perfect time to have a 3-star roulette ticket for only 1 day until the next day we'll have to get for another one. And hello, Ford Focus Groupie Rally Car is now acquired to be on the third menu book to be specified. 450 points, and also to have that extra vehicle will need to be purchased at the Brand Central. It's 80,001 points. Not bad? Not bad at all. I'm so very enjoyed for having a rally racing challenge for this part of the video. Now, gonna have to do a short free time to be on the replay to have that captured thumbnail image. There we go, but it might need to do some close-up. Okay, that's 2 tries. Wait for the third one to be captured perfect. That should do the trick. Now, the third replay is going to be received to be having up onto the main memory log. Now I have 3 rally cars complete. Let's go back to the GT Cafe to have a roulette ticket to be received as a prize, and a story from Luca will be waiting for me to have that great story about these 3 rally cars. Gonna have to get set and get myself ready up after having 3 cars complete. Let's go to the GT Cafe and have that picture perfect. Very good, and different background to be on a different location. Collection, Group B rally cars complete. Congratulations, you got all 3 cars. This completes your Group B rally cars collection. Once you collected your rewards, I got some stories to tell you about these cars. Sign me up, Luca. 4-star roulette ticket is now being received. Now, let's hear a story about 3 Group B rally cars in number 37 of menu book. Luca, if you may please. Rallies are time trial races that take place on challenging roads, paved or otherwise. Here we have the Peugeot 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2 and the Audi Quattro S1 Pikes Peak. Both are legendary rally cars that reached the pinnacle of the sport. These days, rallying is enjoyed all over the world, but do you know where it all began? It has its origin in the Middle Ages, developing from a ritual where knights would rush back to their lords. Modern rallying is an attempt to recreate this ritual in the automotive age. The world's first ever automotive rally was the Monte Carlo Rally in 1911. Participants would set off from cities all over Europe and meet over rally in Monaco. Rallying soon spread across the entire continent and developed into the global motorsport we know today. Much more fine inspiration where rally racing began in 1911. But talk about doing a ritual of rally racing ever since from the centuries ago, where the horses are also to be as humble knights. After menu book number 37 is checked and complete, next up in number 38 is Collection Ferrari. Let's have a good look for the preview before at the next video later on, after having another part of the rally racing challenge. Okay, so looks like 3 Ferrari cars is going to be much more fine timeline by starting out in 1975 to 2009 and 2012. But here we have the 308 GTB 458 Italia and F12 Berlinetta is now acquired to be listed up and gonna have to receive a new track to be adding up is the 24 Heras du Mans racetrack located in France. Cool. Talk about doing a cool moment, and I'll have to make sure to be on a standby after having the second rally event is complete. But also to have 12 cars accompanied to be in the same Group B category. But also to have another event, as I also said earlier, to have a one-on-one showdown to be as a classic rally car event. Now let's go and have the gift selection for only one-time amount. Let's start out and have one 4-star roulette ticket to be opened up and receive one prize available. Let's see which prize should I receive. Yes! Looks like an Ultra high RPM turbocharger for the Mazda RX-7 Spirit R Type A FD 2002. I'll take that. Well folks, it is so much longer ever since I've been working so hard from the competition in sport mode. But just to be planned as promised ever since I have last uploaded from August 2022 update. Mostly other clips and longer delays by each day ever since trying out 3 new layouts in Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix. But I'll have to keep trying and work hard because it's going to be a long road just ahead of me, because it'll have to do some more perfect ways to be wrap this up until at the end of the video. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching the video in part number 45 in Gran Turismo 7 folks. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to click the subscribe button for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. And don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like Instagram, DeviantArt, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time in part 46 of Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.